the Ministry of Health is reporting an 85% increase in the daily average of COVID-19 cases compared to 2 weeks ago. And Health Minister Terrence Deyalsingh is warning the population that it could soon revert to a situation where in excess of 700 cases are being reported daily. Sunil Lalla has the details.
In 14 days, we moved from a rolling 7-day average of 238 to 440. If we continue like this, Dr. Hines, we go back to the days of 700, 800, 900 cases per day.
This country's COVID-19 situation is changing direction according to health officials, and they're urging the population to take all precautions necessary to prevent the spread of the virus. Epidemiologist Dr. Avery Hines says there was a 24% increase over week 15 and 16 and is projected to move to 30% by the end of this week, which according to Health Minister Terrence Deyalsingh is not explosive yet. He adds that the positivity rate of the number of tests returning positive results has also been increasing, with the monthly cases now beginning to rise again.
April may end somewhere between 9,400 and 9,500 cases, which would only be a 5.8 to 6.8% decrease. So the rate at which we're dropping has diminished tremendously, which could signal basically what we call a turnaround, with changing direction.
But Minister Deyalsingh notes that with the opening up of the economy and relaxation of restrictions, this was anticipated.
It is to be expected. What we are watching is not only the cases, and we have indicated this before. We look with a hawk's eye at the hospital cases.
He says any thoughts of increasing measures will be considered by the Cabinet.
The question about increased measures or alternate measures is one that will be considered by the Honourable Prime Minister.
Minister Deyalsingh is hoping the rise in cases does not lead to a situation where the decommissioning of the Arima Hospital and others have to be stopped, and urged the population to get vaccinated to ensure that does not happen again. Sunil Lalla, TTT News.
In more news, there are now 7,637 active cases of COVID-19 in the country. The figure, which is up from yesterday, follows another 543 persons testing positive. Those samples were taken during April 24th to 26th. The Health Ministry says 2 more persons have died as a result of the virus, 2 elderly males. The COVID-19 death toll is now 3,819.
Do not send your sick child to school. The admonition by the Division of Education, Research and Technology School Supervisor 3, Sherian Rolox Hackett, after the division was faced with an incident.
A child who tested positive and was sent to school by the guardian, and the division found itself having to respond and put all protocols in place, and the entire class was eventually placed on quarantine, including the teacher who was assigned to that school.